Hi, this is Melanie of Pardesi Reviews, and I'm here to do a review of the Malayalam film Sufiyum Sajathayum. If you're new to Pardesi Reviews, I do trailer reactions and film reviews of Indian cinema. Alright, I loved the trailer to this film. This is, I think, the first Malayalam film to be released directly to OTT streaming service, Amazon Prime. It's nice to have new content. It was marketed as the return of Aditi Rao Hidari. When I did my trailer reaction, I think I said it was her first film. I think she'd done one like 15 years ago. They get around the language thing by the fact that her character is mute and is very expressive in her own kind of sign language, but doesn't speak a word. Jaya Surya plays her husband, and the story is both present day and flashback. So present day, Jaya Surya plays her husband, and they live in Dubai, and something happens that makes them return back to her village, and that's when we get a flashback of why they are returning, what the significance is of the person in her life from her past, and so forth. The title is Sufi and Sujata. Sufi is a Sufi mystic played by newcomer Dev Mohan, or at least I've never seen him before. He is beautiful, as is Aditi Rao Hidari, so it is beautiful to see them together. This film is directed by Naranapolis Shanavas. He has one other film, Carrie, that I'm not familiar with. So the film is not super long. It's only about 2 hours, and it has a couple of songs. Whoever is singing for the Sufi character, gorgeous songs, calls to prayer. You know, he comes to an almost deserted little mosque. Everybody's going to another mosque, and his call to prayer is so beautiful that it just draws crowds from everywhere to see who is this person with this amazing voice. A lot of gorgeous music in the film. Aditi's character is a dancer. One of my favorite parts of the entire film is when she can hear his call to prayer song, and in her own bedroom she does this sort of interpretive Kathak fusion kind of a dance, and it was amazing. She's very talented, and even when she's just doing sign language, it seems to be just kind of her own sign language, not ASL. But anyway, she's so expressive, and her face is so expressive. The fact that she doesn't speak a word is not really a detriment to the film. You can see the love in her eyes. You can see her troubled marriage. You can see the tension. Like, you don't have to have the words to say that. Siddiqui plays her father. He has found this arranged marriage for her. Yeah, you can kind of see where this is going, but I'm not going to spoil much more than that. It has a really interesting twist in the second half that I did not see coming. But overall, while I thought, especially Jaya Surya's acting, I mean, it's kind of like the poster has him prominent as if he is the main character. She is really the main character, but he is excellent in this supporting role. I mean, it's a hefty supporting role. I'm not saying it's like a 5-minute cameo, but the main focus of the film is not him, and yet he makes such an impact as he does. But I'm just saying his acting is so good, you could just tell, you can read between the lines even from what he's saying. There's just so much there. So that's part of my issue, is that I felt like this was a film that dealt with some interesting issues of interfaith relationships, what that means in Kerala, what it means to have a father make decisions for a daughter, when maybe a daughter should be able to make decisions for herself, and what does that mean for her happiness. And it just kind of skimmed the surface of a lot of different things, and even this final twist scene that I'm not going to spoil, but it could have gone even some more ways and delved deeper into what it was starting to bring up, and it didn't. I left a little frustrated, like I wished the love story that had been there had been a little bit deeper or more just more. I just wanted more. Let's just put it that. I can't even put my finger on Jayasur. I don't fault him. His role is what it is, but yet I might have wanted to see even a little bit more of what this dynamic was. I liked the little epilogue, but what was it that brought him to that point? I mean, that's kind of a frustration in that he couldn't have a full conversation with his wife, but I kept thinking, like, boy, if there was one more scene here or one more scene in this part, it would have felt, I don't know, it would have been a better film. Let's just put it that way. I enjoyed it for what it was. Music awesome, dancing awesome, beautiful people to look at. It's only 2 hours, so give it a shot. I'd love to know if you saw it. What did you think? Let me know in the comments below. Follow me on Twitter at PardesiYT. Subscribe here to Pardesi Reviews, and if you hit the bell when you subscribe, you'll never miss another trailer reaction or film review.